Listen up, there's a shocking secret writing a night-long plea for Jorah, delivered right to Daenerys, trying to stir things up. Daenerys was so stunned she could barely take the letter. Turns out she's a spy. Daenerys confronts Jorah, who casually confesses. He was a mole for Varys. This includes the fact that Daenerys tied the knot with the King of the Isle and popped a kid. That's why the military kept sending assassins to take her down. Daenerys thought about executing Jorah, but ended up giving him the boot instead. Who knew losing a mate would be such a game changer? Later, Daenerys rushes to the pyramid's peak and finds Drogon. She tries to pet him, but he flicks his tail and walks off, as if saying, "Not today, Mom." Is this what the real Dragon Queen looks like when she's got her brothers locked up? And with that witch kid stirring the pot, several Unsullied have already met an unfortunate fate. Talk about how those witch kids. They're part of an underground group in Meereen. Daenerys previously nailed 163 nobles to crosses. That really backfired and ignited Agoria. To prevent this from happening again, Daenerys got super serious about her Unsullied security. Sure, the chaos dwindled a bit, but the real issue still lingered like bad cheese. Luckily, Dario gathered gossip and caught a witch at a fireworks party. No matter the interrogation, Daenerys refused a public trial for her. But Missandei, once a slave, disagreed and secretly executed the witch, angering Daenerys. Rules are rules, girl. Daenerys put Missandei on trial, with former slaves pleading for her. Our queen was truly between a rock and a hard place. After struggling, she gave the order. With Missandei's head rolling, the atmosphere exploded instantly. They knew nothing of laws, just that their queen killed their brother. Sheepishly, they shielded her exit. Daenerys found herself in a sticky situation due to her political naivety, while the witch kid swooped in for the kill, ambushing the patrols. Outnumbered, the witch kids pressed in, soon leaving just a few Unsullied. Barristan arrived just in time to help. With Barristan joining the fray, Grey Worm felt a little lighter, but only slightly. Once hailed as the strongest warrior of the Seven Kingdoms, Barristan was now feeling his age. Both fought valiantly, once considered the ace, yet still facing an uphill battle. As Barristan teetered on the edge of danger, Grey Worm took out the last of the foes. Barristan died from blood loss. Daenerys was heartbroken, seeing his body. He crossed continents to serve her, only to perish in a nameless alley. He shouldn't have met his end here. A knight's place is on the battlefield, not at the hands of a bunch of masked cowards. Barristan's death devastated Daenerys. In despair, she decided to rule her own way, capturing noble leaders and dragging them to the Dragon Dungeon, terrifying the others. Instead of escalating the massacre, Daenerys compromised, compensating the noble Morak and rebooting the arena. The arena was a classic in Meereen. Both former slaves and nobles were all in. Daenerys thought this would bridge the gap. Meanwhile, Jorah, with his infamous Little Devil badge, bumped into the actual Little Devil and straight up kidnapped her. She was a prime enemy of Daenerys, but Jorah hoped to barter for his shot at redemption, until he found out she wanted to join Daenerys too. Little Devil also wanted to cozy up to Daenerys. Right time, right place. The safest route to escape bandits and pirates was through Valyria. Valyria, once the proud origin of House Targaryen, was now a smouldering ruin thanks to a dozen volcanoes erupting at once. Then suddenly, a roar shattered the sky. It was none other than the runaway Drogon. The Little Devil was speechless, seeing a dragon for the first time. Both were too stunned to move, but suddenly, a stone man leapt aboard their ship. Any contact spreads the grayscale like it's fashionably contagious. After a tough battle, they managed to escape, but Jorah caught the grayscale. His eyes turned sadder than a puppy, and the Little Devil just couldn't help but start pitching herself to him. Then comes her self-promo. These two keep circling back, and eventually, they land in Meereen. The blood and gore of the arena made her uneasy, and she was ready to peace out. Jorah dashed out like a bolt of lightning, taking out opponents left and right, strutting over to Daenerys. Daenerys merely stated in a flat tone, "Get her out of here." And Jorah's ally promptly announced, "I brought a gift." Following which, the Little Devil leisurely strolled out. The Little Devil claimed to be the gift, puzzling Daenerys. Faced with her hated foe, she wanted to chop her into bits. But the Little Devil quipped she's hunted by her family and lacks political savvy. Jorah vowed to return to help her. If not killed, where's the Queen's reputation? The Little Devil steps closer, stating despite Jorah's past, she's turned over a new leaf, pledging deathless loyalty. If you are so devoted, so exile her. Daenerys thought about it and went with her plan. Jorah peeked at his arm. Grayscale is no fashion statement, but glanced back one last time. Daenerys seemed to have made up her mind, and when the arena finale kicked off, Jorah reappeared. He yelled, "Let me fight for you, my queen." Daenerys looked at Jorah, a mix of emotions swelling inside. She booted twice and returned twice. Hesitating, she raised her hands. What a comeback. The competition this time was tougher than ever. The best of the best were left standing, and old Jorah was really feeling the weight of fear. Daenerys was anxious, watching her struggle. Luckily, Jorah countered his opponent's moves. Before long, only a few strong contenders remained, and seeing Jorah's fatigue, they began to toy with him like a cat with a mouse. Just as one opponent was about to deliver the final blow, another hero swooped in. The atmosphere reached peak adrenaline. That meant only 2 combatants were left standing. Seeing Jorah falter, his opponents got cocky, thinking they'd show off a bit. But instead, Jorah erupted in rage and pulled off her lethal finishing move, ending the showdown.